Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our daily get-together live here on Facebook every day of the week, 10:30 in the morning, where we take a look at headlines, current events, news, ideas, questions, topics, and suggestions that have everything to do with Mexico in general, with Puerto Vallarta in particular, and with our lives here in Puerto Vallarta as a community of English-speaking locals. It is Sunday, 31st of January, the last day of the month. And of course, it being Sunday, we will not discuss any formal or serious news. We will dedicate ourselves to just being silly as we can be, given the fact that the end of the world is coming.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Absolutely. The end of the world is coming, so we might as well have a good time while we're here. And that's precisely what we are going to. Oh my God. Seriously? You know, Joe, I did that the other day, and for starters, I was thinner. Just the other day, I went back and looked at the very first broadcast we did. I was scared shitless. I was thinner. And yes, we were in the little study that I have here in the apartment, and some of the earlier broadcasts were, oh my God, just too crazy. But thank you for being curious about that. Anybody that wants a seriously good laugh, just go back and take a look at the very first one ever. It is, we've come a long way, and you've certainly made it easy and wonderful and possible to evolve and hopefully become a better experience. I really appreciate that. We start, as always, by taking a look at who's in the house. Just taking a quick and dirty look at Bob, who's joining us here. John, who's watching from Anaheim. Our dear friend Kathleen, who watches regularly and whose employee, as you know, Catherine is the owner of Lick's Ice Cream, along with her husband, Todd, the Turner Todd. And they decided to go out and put Christmas lights on one of their ginormous ice cream cones outside of their Fluvial store. And now it looks like a gal with tits. It's absolutely beautiful. It gave me a good laugh when I saw it the other day. I sure hope you will keep those lights there for the longest time because they're prominent. They are absolutely prominent. Let's see who else is in the house. Bronica is in the house. It's always great to see you all the way from Toronto. Our dear friend Christy is watching from San Mateo. How good to see. How good to see you. My voice is a little raspy. Hold on just a second. That's much better. Okay, so who else is here? Logan, with whom I had a wonderful walk yesterday. We walked out to Moro Paraíso to do the monthly delivery of monies for that wonderful horse community of horseback riding providers. We bring money to them every end of the month so that they can continue to have enough sustenance to support feeding the horses and keeping them in good health with the chingaderas that they wear on their feet. I think what are they called? The horseshoes. Horseshoes. Yes. So we did that yesterday, and Logan and I were commenting on how it's the end of the month and it's the end of the first month, and we were all thinking that 2021 was going to be better. And I'm not going to say that it's better or worse. I'm just going to say that it is getting more and more interesting as we go along. Um, let's see. Arturo is cold. I wish you were here too. It must be cold up north. Absolutely. I'm not see. Question: when did we start the show? The show, Linda, started on March 31st of last year. The pandemic had just started. Many of my clients had said or hinted, we cannot hire you anymore, and I was like, I had been thinking about doing something online and something with live video, and I figured, oh shit, can I do this or can I not do this? And that's when it started. From the 31st of March up until present day, there has been a broadcast every single day except for one day in which I was unavailable and indisposed to do the broadcast. And in two occasions, I've gone away for short little vacations, but I made sure that we left, and when I say we, I mean Luna and I, that we left a good program available for you to watch so that we would continue to have this continuity. And we enjoy this. We enjoy this very much. Logan asks, mañana es día festivo, tomamos puente. I say yes. Tomorrow is a holiday here in Mexico. And because of Constitution Day, which is usually celebrated on February 5th, or is it Flag Day? I get my Mexican holidays all messed up. But we do know that tomorrow is a day in which banks and so forth and so on are not going to be operating. My dear friend Earl is watching from New England, whether it's Boston or Provincetown. Earl, it's always great to see you. Let's see. Karen says, we were all thinner back then. Absolutely, Karen. I have COVID here. I have COVID here and in my love handles. I'm covered with COVID. Or the aftermath of COVID. I'm lucky that I haven't had the disease yet, but I've come to realize that sooner or later, yeah, I'm going to get it. And one of two things are going to happen. I'm going to be stronger than COVID, or COVID is going to be stronger than me. So with that in mind, we continue to try to live the best possible day we can live every single day. And when the time comes to see what happens, well, we'll see what happens. Isn't Coffee and Headlines 1 year anniversary coming up quickly? Yes, Kelly, it's coming up on the 31st of March of this year. So we'll have to see if the conditions are such that we can have some kind of celebration. It is still unclear to see. Let's see. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you very much, my wonderful English-speaking community, to help this little Mexican remember his holidays. It is indeed Constitution Day, and thank you very much for that, Lisa. Flag Day is on February 24th, and it's also your birthday. That's awesome. Well, today we have a couple of things that I want to share with you. We are going to start with some follow-up of some things that came up yesterday. And then I want to show you, I found some very interesting gifts that you may want to share with someone for Valentine's Day. And of course, we've been talking a lot about tamales because we know that the Dia de la Candelaria is coming up. In fact, in a couple of days, this is the day in which we all celebrate by eating tamales. This year, we're going to be very careful and not go out and celebrate with a bunch of people. But in case we are hungry, February 2nd is the traditional day to enjoy tamales. But of course, we can enjoy them every year. And I am spending the rest of the day today wrapping up the editing for this larger video feature that I'm putting together for you about tamales in Puerto Vallarta, where to get them, how to eat them, where to find them, how to tell the difference between a good tamal and one that is not so good. And this will be available tomorrow for all supporting members. So it'll be a good thing. And of course, why am I talking about this? Because tamales have their sexy side. And today we are going to explore the sexy, kinky, filthy, sexual double entendre world of tamales. But let's start with the basics. Yesterday, we were talking, or rather, you started mentioning an ice skating rink, and I have not heard anything about this. So I figured, well, this must be a Canadian ice skating rink. But some of you were kind enough to very quickly let us know that there was, or there is indeed, an ice skating rink effort going on here in Puerto Vallarta. It's called Iceland Beach, and it's located right on the beach behind the old Mega, which is now Soriana on the hotel zone. And this is a beach club that has both beach features, and it also has an ice skating rink in our own sunny Puerto Vallarta. They were scheduled to open their doors for the first time to the public on February 1st, but of course they have put out a sign that that they will not be able to open due to the current restrictions that we're going through. But I did want to follow up on this issue. I used to enjoy ice skating quite a bit when I used to live in Boston, and I believe I must have gone skating at least once or twice in Mexico City when I was a teenager. Honestly, I don't remember, but how fun to see a completely new and original idea come to Puerto Vallarta. Needless to say, this is probably not the best time to open an ice skating rink because of the current situations, but we certainly do wish them much success in this endeavor. Now, let me see. I'm going to save tamales for last because I came across this article on the Huffington Post. And let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. This caught my attention because it was 36 weird and funny Valentine's Day gift ideas for that special someone. And it says here, it's not safe for work, but hey, fuck it. It's Sunday, so we can go there. So let's see what we find here that we can consider buying a loved one for Valentine's Day. And for starters, they suggest meat hearts, which are beef jerky hearts with little signs that say things like beef mine. That seems kind of innocent, but that looks like fun. A hug me chicken. Now, that's something I would love to have. Check it out. I don't know if it's squeezable or if it makes noise, but that hug me chicken looks great. And of course, there are sources on where you can find all these chingaderas. Suction cup restraints. That's maybe a suction cup, but that's not my cup of tea. But there you have it. If you want to get kinky in your shower, you can definitely go there with this. Chocolate hummus, disgusting. The drip stick is for after sex because cleaning up after a rump can kill the mood. So this is something that you may want to consider. A penis bong, I think that's totally appropriate for Valentine's Day. That's lovely, actually. And it seems very well made. So there you have it. A penis bong. Oh, what a wonderful romantic gift. We're getting to the one that is my favorite, trust me. The bomb extra caffeinated coffee. I don't think I need that as a present because I do that every single day. Rainbow bondage rope. Sure, why not? Sometimes Luna gets a little rambunctious, and it is a good thing to consider. This one is the one that either I would get or I would gift to my friend Paul, who owns Hotel Mercurio, not because he's angry, but because he runs his hotel with such sense of humor, and the experience at Hotel Mercurio is so cheerful and fun and funny that imagine having breakfast and having somebody bring you an order of toast, and your toast says eat shit or gives you the finger or it says fuck you. I think that is absolutely hysterical. And let's see, a Bo Teddy. Oh no, that's not for me. Sorry, I don't have the engineering parts so that I could wear that. And there's a broken heart chocolate pizza, a bend shape mask. Face masks may save lives, but they can make communication difficult. If you want to make sure your Valentine is safe while still wearing their facial expression, the bend shape mask will allow you to face matters heads on. I don't quite get that, but that's okay. purse that looks like a chocolate cake. Oh my God, that is also almost as fun as that chicken shaped purse that we saw the other day. Bathing suit with matching face mask. You know, Mercurio Swim has been doing that for a while. So, in case you were hoping to be totally fashionable, of course, Mercurio Swim only does male bathing suits and so forth and so on. Carol Basking action figure. Okay, okay, this is from that Tiger King series on Netflix. I don't quite get it because I haven't seen it. Ooh, a leather fly sweater. I can think of a couple of people that would enjoy that. Not me. That's okay. A pickle bouquet. That I would enjoy. I would enjoy a pickle bouquet. Why not? That sounds like a lot of fun. So this just goes on and on. Haunted Lily doll. Francia box wine. Ooh. Oh, I am so over this. This is wonderful. This is something that I would definitely like to bring along in one of my walks. A a vibrator fruit basket. Okay. Okay. Mine are not battery operated, but you never know. Um, Face mask with wow, that's such a big word. I'm not even going to try to say that word. I know what it means, but it is a jeweled beetle on your face mask. That could be kind of, oh, that's too much. An auto blow. Well, you never know. Some of these things may work for me, and some of these things may not work for me. A vibrating rocking chair, a spill buster, a goat chirp roller. Anyhow, there are just shitloads of things here that you can consider buying for your loved one if you want to be a special friend. I will leave you the link so that you can go shopping and spend your hard-earned pesos on something colorful like that. I am going to keep looking for that toaster because it does look fun. And let me see if I see any comments worth broadcasting. Of course, everything is worth broadcasting, but we'll have to see what we find. Um, uh, Thank you very much for that. Saludos desde Lerdo, Durango. Yeehaw! Hola, Dani. Hello, hello. It is great to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. Eric is joining us as well. Eric just shared some good news. The co-work that he's working on at the hotel across the street from Encanto is opening tomorrow. We're going to have to take a quick look sometime this week and go and explore this new co-op. Co-work, not co-op, co-work that we can all enjoy and get comfortable at. Let's see. Yeah, but I love the Hug Me Chicken. Yeah, I love the Hug Me Chicken too. I certainly hope that it makes noise because then it looks like a good thing. I know what you're talking about. It does look like a tampon. Ew. Let's see. A welcome change from seeing Jesus in your toast. I have seen the Jesus in your toast toaster, and no, I don't want to see Jesus in my toast. Thank you very much. Let's see. What else? Such excellent gift ideas. Guess I'll be online shopping after this broadcast. Do you love online shopping? I love online shopping. I really do. I don't have always a lot of budget to buy online, but um, I like online shopping because when I was in college, of course, all the American kids, I went to college in the United States, and all the American kids would get treats from their parents for Thanksgiving and for Christmas and stuff like that. And, for me, if you think that the mail service, the post service here in Mexico is horrible, just think about how it must have been some 30 years ago. So needless to say, as a Mexican boy going to an American university, I did not get a lot of gifts from my parents on special occasions. So I got into the habit of doing mail ordering pretty young, and I just love gifting myself things. And now, of course, when you can do tracking of where your package is, I get all excited and I plan around it and so forth and so on. But this is just me. Danny says, "Can you send greetings to my husband in Kansas? He loves your broadcast." Of course, I can, Danny. Saludos, saludos, saludos. These are greetings from Luna and Paco to your husband. It's great that you watch, and if we can help you connect with what's going on here, then we are fulfilling our mission. Okay, so I want to talk about tamales, and today will be our penultimate exploration of tamales before, well, our last one before we share the big documentary tomorrow. And of course, Dia de la Candelaria is Tuesday. So, what we want to do today is, let me see, where is it? Where is it? Let's see. Here we go. We are going to talk about the sexy side of tamales today. Let me put my hands on my control so that we can move through this. There is a double entendre world in Mexico about tamales. Actually, before we go there, we've talked about albures and phrases that have a sexy sexual expression, and how in Mexico we just ooze with those. And I will share a few of these phrases, but I always want to forewarn you. Again, these are phrases that might not be very, they're not the kind of phrases that you may want to share at the dining table or during dinner, especially with people you don't know. And I always have to emphasize that double entendre Mexican phrases in the mouth of a Mexican man addressing a Mexican or a woman of any kind can be very can be hurtful or can discriminate. So, one thing is to use albur or double entendre to play and flirt, and another thing is to harass. So we always share this kind of cultural side of Mexico with the knowledge that it has to be used responsibly. Just like any words that come out of our mouth, they have to be used responsibly. Okay, so with that very, very uplifting and optimistic disclaimer, now let's look at what we can do with tamales when it comes time to deal with double entendre. Ta-da! Okay, well, for starters, let us think about the word itself. Tamal, in the minds and vivid imaginations of the Mexican people, can either look like a vagina, or they can also look like a big butt, or they can also look like a penis. It all boils down to how you're looking at it. So the expressions, some of the expressions are very specific to each one of these body parts, and some of the other expressions are more unique to a certain body part. So let us start with the first one. Vamos a ponerle carnita al tamal, or let's throw some meat in that tamal. It is a very cheerful, very sweet, very loving way to say, let's go and do the pickle tickle. Let's just go get it on, and let's do it. So this is a nice and loving, friendly way to say, let's go get it on. So this is one that applies to any body part. You could be staring at the other person, you could be staring at their vagina or their butt or their penis, and you can just say, "Oh, papacito" or mamacita. But again, remember, these have to be friendly, not harassing. Here's another one. Aviéntame tu tamal, que hoy es Día de la Candelaria. Throw your tamal my way, baby, because today is Candelaria Day. Now, the beautiful thing about this one is that it does not have to be Candelaria Day for you to use it. If you see if I'm standing at Mercurio and I see a guy that is kind of hunky, I will say that. I say, "Papacito," I don't care if it's July, but, aviéntame tu tamal, que hoy es Día de la Candelaria. So it's again, it's a playful, flirtatious way to rely on tamales to say, let's get to it. This one, ¿qué tamalote te cargas? That's quite a tamal you're sporting. This one you can actually use for whichever body part that you want to use, because if you're thinking about the phallic shape of a tamal and you happen to see, like, well, I mean, let's just say if I saw actor James Theroux jogging at me as in this picture, I would be inclined to say, hey, that's quite the tamal you're wearing. And that's what you do. That's what you do with the tamales. But I must also tell you of a very unique experience that I had when I was in Cuba, and I'm reminded all of a sudden, for some reason, of that song that it's a rap that begins with "I love big butts" and I can't something or other. But when I was in Cuba a couple of years ago now, um, my friends and I were enjoying a Cuban salsa band playing in a public plaza, in a public place where there were a lot of people congregated, and I was just mesmerized by this woman and her big tamal, and her tamal was just ginormous. But it's not the size that totally blew my mind. It's the skillful way in which she was enjoying the music with her tamal. So how can a woman be enjoying music with tamal? Just take a look. She's about to put it into second or third. Watch. There she goes. I mean, I just kept looking at the skill this woman had to move absolutely no part of her body except for her muscles in the butt. I mean, and she was just, and she started doing one and the other. Like she was going boing 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 boing, but then she would go boing 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 boing, and it was just like, oh my god, I wish I could wiggle mine like that. It was, it's like I bowed in her general direction. Then she saw me filming. And she kept chasing me around. She was not offended. She just wanted a tip. Then I figured, okay, Paco, you just learned a cultural lesson. Don't be pointing your camera blatantly at Cubans because they will expect a tip. And yes, Arturo is right. That is quite the tamale, and that is like, que tamalote se carga. That was a tamalote. So this is the sexy or sexual side of tamales. And of course, we're not going to include this kind of information in the video feature that we're putting together, because the video feature has more to do with eating them and enjoying them and so forth and so on. Excuse me for a second. Thank you. I always get the cuffs when I'm laughing with you. So let me take a look at some of your comments. Oh, yay! More hellos. Hello, husband in Kansas. Everybody say hello to Danny's husband in Kansas. Why not? I love it. Let's see what else we have. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Is Luna getting something for Valentine's? I bet she would love a tamal. Luna gets love every single day. It's Valentine's Day for Luna every single day. Double meanings in any language, James, I think are very fascinating and very difficult to master. I think I bow in the direction of anyone whose native language is English, that can actually understand the subtleties of, in this case, Spanish double entendre. English has its own secrets, and for one whose native language is not English, it takes a lot of reading and research to really get into the meaning of things. But I'm always happy to share these subtleties of my language with those of you who are curious enough about it. Let me see. I see an oive, and I think that is a good thing. I love it. Let's see. James says, skills and tamal control. I love it. I think this is better than twerking, Joe, because I saw another comment here. Oh, here. It was Julie who said Cubanos are known for their big... Oh, well, yeah, that too. Cubanos are known for their big tamale. But I saw a comment somewhere, maybe I imagined it, to the fact that only Cuban people can move or dance that way. Um, Maybe I imagined that comment. I think I imagined that comment. But what I'm getting at is it takes practice. It takes practice. Um, this is priceless. I just had a crazy vision of Barry White using some of those expressions as lyrics. I don't know if Barry White is still alive or not, but I can just imagine that voice saying, oh, que tamalote te cargas. That would be actually quite funny. Let's see what else. Hello, Danny's husband in Kansas, says Michal. Hello to Brad Sayer, server in Kansas. I love it. I love it. And John says English is so confusing there and there and where and get me all confused. Finally figuring it out after years. Oh, I hear you. I get stuck with prepositions myself. Prepositions are what kills me of the English language. Stephanie says, Hola to Kansas, hubby. See, this is what's great about you folks. You make such a lovely, wonderful, engaged community. This is so wonderful. And oh, sad. Thank you, Michael. Always Michael present for sharing important and interesting music facts. I used to love his music, and when I was younger. And now that you've shared this bit of news with us, I will play some Barry White today in honor of the fact that you looked this up and you shared them. You shared it with us. Thank you so very much for that. And this is Coffee and Headlines for Sunday. As always, it's a pleasure to get together with you today. I'm going to spend the day here at home with Luna editing or finishing the editing for the Tamal feature that we're going to share tomorrow. And of course, given the announcement that the governor made earlier this week, we will have quite a few things to comment on. I don't know if he's going to share specific numbers today as he does every Sunday, but we will continue looking through all these things that hopefully keeps us in touch with reality, with what's going on, and continuing to connect and enjoy our surroundings as much as possible with the best possible mindset that we can. So between now and the next time that we get together, have some tamales. Stay kind, stay cheerful, stay happy, stay connected, stay in touch, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Have a great, great Sunday.